Thank you for choosing our Patio Heat channel. I'm Steve. We provide tips and information to extend the enjoyment of your patio project. Our videos give you a knowledgeable overview prior to investing in your outdoor heating equipment. Whether you are a professional or owner builder, we provide specific details for optimum heat coverage for your application. Post a comment or question, or for developed visual designs, send your request into designs@patioheat.com. We're here to work with you. For over 30 years, patio heating is the bedrock of our business, expressing what works best. Now let's get heating. Okay, so we have this covered patio section here. There are going to be some drapes over here on this left side that I know of, and I don't have them placed there, but just so you know, there's going to be some drapes. We have a table here. I have it at about 8 feet long and about 3.5 feet wide. Obviously, the seating positions here make it a little bit wider. A little bit of some seating positions over here. We have a sliding door, opening door over here. And then you can see that I have this ceiling, the ceiling joist up here as sloped ceiling. So that is something that we need to address. Also, we have this section over here that comes out. And let's look at the overall dimensions that I have. So I have 22 feet by approximately 16 feet, I believe is what it was. 16.6 from the inside edge to the inside edge, and I have 16.10 to the outer edge. These are 4 inches wide. We have a ceiling height here at 7 feet, and I made this at 7'5" on this side here because of the slope. Other than that, I think that's about it. I placed this model here so you can see this is a 6'3" character, and in any case, I just want you to see that this height is a consideration that you need to keep in mind. And let's go ahead and look at what we can do for heating up this patio most ideally. First of all, the customer did ask about placing 3 units, and let me just pop these in here. So I put 3 units closer to this edge over here. Now I put some countertops over here just because I thought I saw that in the image that I received. But in any case, I have these heaters here approximately, and I'm going to go from the wall to the center point of the heater itself. So you can see that I have these at approximately 5 feet 2 1/4 of an inch. This section right here, I have this, I think at is it 18 or 16, 14 inches out, and that's on both sides over here, by the way, this over here. And you can see here that we are, let me check the clearance on this side over here. So the clearance below the heater, excuse me, I'm going to do the clearance above first. The clearance above the heater is 6 inches, so I placed 6 inches here. And by the way, I've made these at 3,000 watt units. If they are higher than 3,000 watt units, you could put the 4,000 watt unit in there. They're the same dimensional size, but they put out a little bit more heat. If you do 4,000 watt units, you need to put a controller on it because of the height that it is. So, and also they did mention placing shorter units in here, and I'm going to go ahead and just show what a shorter unit might look like. So let's just go with a, say like a CD30 24 or something of that nature. Let's see here. Let's go with a CD 4024. So this is a 4,000 watt unit here, and what I want you to see is the ray and why I'm not placing it here, but let's just put it here. And the intensity, if I look at the intensity of the ray, this intensity is much hotter and much shorter for this height. It's designed for a higher height on a CD model like this. Now even the 3,000 watt unit would probably be too hot in an application like this, so what I'm wanting to do here, I'm going to go ahead and delete this now, is place a wider unit with the same intensity, 3000 watt or 4000 with a control, so that the overall coverage of the footprint of heat is wider. That's what I'm trying to do here. So but in any case, I have this again at 6 inches over here, and place this one here in the center. I'm going to go ahead and remove the distances over here, that 5'2" and this 1/2 inch, 1.5 inch. Sorry about that. But in any case, okay, so that's the 3 units, and then let's go ahead and look at the clearance below the heater. So the clearance below the heater, we must make sure that we're maintaining 18 inches of clearance. Now they said this is a brick wall, so a brick wall is non-combustible. However, I don't want to heat the window up too much, and so this distance that I have right now would probably be ideal for this layout of heaters. Now, is this my favorite layout? Let's go ahead and I want to try to get the distance I have from center point to center point on the heaters itself, so you can see that information. And there we go. And we'll bring it over here. And so that's 6'8¼ inch is what I have. So but in any case, you can see here that we're not really covering the outer edge over here, so we would need an extra unit. You know, if we placed an extra unit from here and moved it down the slope here, let's go with about that distance there, which is about 6.5 feet, then you're going to cover the whole entire space. Let's try that again. Let me grab this and save that unit on there. So yeah, 6.5 feet, and that would make this more comfortable here. However, you got to make sure that you place this at a 3000 watt unit, because again, you know, as you stand underneath this unit, it's going to be way too hot and way too close to, you know, physically being underneath it. So that's kind of my concerned about the placement of these heaters here. Again, this is a 6'3" model, and yeah, this would be okay, but probably not my ideal layout. So all right, let's go ahead and turn that off right now and look at another possibility, which would be utilizing 4 units in this configuration. And again, that layout, you know, that height is a consideration, and you would want to have these at 3000 watts for sure, or a 4000 watt with a control, so you can dim it down based on the different times of year, as well as, you know, what functions you are going to be performing out here. So let's go ahead and turn on the ray, and you can see here that our footprint is much nicer, I would say, for the overall coverage. However, you know, they did mention that they're not utilizing the outer edge here, so I'm not 100% certain this is the most or best application. So in any case, you know, we're not covering this area over here very well, but this would be my, you know, preferred application here for this particular application. Lastly, I just want to show what 3 units would look like if we try to stick them between these rafters, which we don't have enough distance, and the clearance above here again is 6 inches of clearance, and we're not meeting the clearance here. That's why I have these do not place these units something like this, but the footprint of heat is not too bad. So what you might be able to do is to take these units and move them so that you are meeting the clearances to combustibles, which would be something like this, where we take the unit and drop it down to the elevation of the bottom of these rafter beams, you know, possibly moving them over slightly. Now I tried to center this unit here. I'm not sure where these, you know, rafters truly are, but let's just, you know, move this one here in the center, and we can move this one here over to this point and move this one here. I'm going to push it out to the center and see if the coverage looks good. Looks okay, but you know, this would be better for the seating position over here. However, you can see that these are much lower, you know, than some of the other applications, but this would be okay to place the units something like this, and it would be a good coverage for, you know, most of the seating position like this. So again, this is a very tall model here, 6'3", like I said. You know, if I change that to a smaller, you know, let's just go down maybe something like that. And let's see what I have here as far as the dimension now. You can see that's 5 foot. I think it says 5'3" here. Let's turn off this ray so we can get a better reading of that. 5'7", and yeah, that might be something that would work out for many people. I'm a tall guy, so it would be something, like I said, you know, a 3000 would be better for me. But if you're shorter, possibly a 4000 watt or 4000 with a control would be a preferred application like this. So let me turn that off, and I'm going to go ahead and turn this back on here. Again, this is probably one of my preferred for an application like this, but again, we're not covering this space here as well, so I'm not 100% confident that you would like this. In any case, that's about it. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, send your information into designs@patioheat.com, and please type that like button if you find this video useful. We don't advertise, not monetize. YouTube does not support our channel unless we receive a thumbs up from our viewers, and we truly appreciate that. Thank you very much. Have an excellent day.